fix that. Hey y'all, welcome back to SunshinehazeCo. I am AUJHA. This is going to be the monthly reading for Aquarius. This is Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for April. So before I get started, if this video is not resonating with you, go on and check out your moon and or rising sign, which I will have linked down in the description box shortly. And let's just get straight into it. I just did the Capricorn. Their reading was crazy. And not even the cards. Like, apparently this day of the week and this time of the week, weirdos like to be on the internet. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. So what is popping for Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Aquarius Rising for April 2022? Gonna pull some cards for you guys. Gonna go over the general energy for April. Also gonna go over energies for finances and career, and we'll pull some love cards at the end, okay? Got trust as your overall energy. Let's pull some tarot to get some insight there as far as trust goes. I do get trust the process, but we'll get a little further into that after I pull some more cards, get some more clarification there. Alright, some clarifying cards for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for April 2022. And I'll apologize to you guys now because we're probably also going to be listening, something flew out. We're probably also going to be listening to my neighbor's music. Whew. I actually like my neighbors, so I've been trying to be a good person, but they done lost their minds for these past few weeks. They got about one more week before I start cussing people out. I can tell y'all that now. And I pulled a flyer for you guys that has me a little concerned, but I want to pull these other clarifying cards for you first, okay? See what's going up for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, April 2022. All right, so you guys have trust for your overall energy for the month of April. And before I even got to your clarifying cards, while I was shuffling, the Tower flew out. So this does tell me, Aquarius, that at some point during this month, some sort of crazy happening could occur. Typically when the Tower comes up in a spread, it points to something going down or going up, however you want to look at it, something that transpires that is completely unexpected, that can shake things up, can kind of make you feel like the ground is being pulled out from beneath you. And with this Tower card coming up as I was shuffling to pull clarifiers for for the trust card, straight up, I got more of that trust the process energy. Something is probably going to transpire this month for you. And when it does transpire, Aquarius, you are going to be sitting there looking like, I was not expecting this. I don't know how I'm about to deal with this. I don't know what to do with this energy, with this person, or with this situation. But you have to understand that everything happens for a reason. Everything happens in divine timing. So if something crazy just went down or goes down for you during this month, instead of allowing yourself to get into this negative headspace of, oh, why did that happen to me? Or I can't believe that happened. Or why would this happen? Or how am I going to figure this out? Try to get into that air energy that y'all rock with and tap into a little bit of perspective. Instead of looking at it as how we always look at the Tower card, which is, oh my gosh, things are about to go crazy or something's going crazy, and getting nervous and getting anxious, look at it like, okay, something just went down because something in my life needs a shift. And try to start making, try to start looking at your life and seeing where this might apply. All right. So what I pulled for clarifiers for you guys, we got Ace of Cups. We've got the Emperor, and we've also got the Nine of Wands, okay? So I get here, Aquarius, and this is a message that has been coming up for quite a few of the signs, is that during this month, one, just generally speaking, you could have some new romantic love interest come in, but we're not on the love section. That comes at the end of the spread. However, more so when I pull this card, I get the energy of tapping back into passion, tapping back into, you know, alignment with your spirituality, alignment with yourself, okay? And you've got the Emperor and the Nine of Wands. So I get this energy here, Aquarius, that this might be a month in which you feel a little overwhelmed, okay? Might feel a little overwhelmed, and you might feel like you're doing things all on your own, all by yourself, like you don't have any help, you don't have any resources. But understand that, again, trust the process. Understand that everything is transpiring and that you are actually supposed to be independent in this particular phase or for this particular time or whatever this reading is applying to for you. This is something that you were supposed to be doing by yourself. And here's another interesting one too. You have an Ace card, which points to the number 1. So you got a lot of dolo energy in this spread, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to physically be by yourself, if that makes sense. But this points to the work or the things that are transpiring during this month. These are things that you are going to have to figure out within yourself. And yeah, you can go out and you can ask for advice. You can say, hey, can you give me some pointers here? But this is not something that you're going to be able to give to somebody else to do for you. This is not something that you can delegate. This is not something that you can, especially because you got the Tower card here, it's not something that you can put off either. This is something that you need to tap into that air intellectual energy and tap into your strength and your courage, and you know that I have my whole everything together that comes with this Emperor card, and figure out what needs to be done. Figure out what new step you're coming into. With this Ace of Cups card too, this also points to a little bit of cleansing. Although the Ace points to new energies coming in, I also get a message here, especially because you guys have the Tower card. It points to something going up, going down, some crazy transpiring or some unexpected something happening, and then you literally being able to wash away the dense and stagnant and crazy energies that were attached to it or were attached to the reason why this needed to transpire. Okay, that's all I want to hit for your generals. Let's get into money, finance, and career. So what is going on with Aquarius coins for the month of April 2022? And career, what's poppin'? Some insight into those areas for Aquarius. Okay, y'all, I keep it real in my readings. Y'all got the Stormy card. Okay, and because you have the Tower card in your spread, that doesn't surprise me. So the Tower might have something to do with your job or with your career. But let's pull some more clarifying cards here. There's some clarifying cards for the Stormy card. Why is the Stormy card coming up for Aquarius as far as finances and career are concerned for the month of April 2022? Why is that energy surrounding Aquarius's career? Flipper. Why is that energy surrounding Aquarius's career sector? Yo, these dogs have been going crazy today. And I love dogs. But I literally, you guys, it was so quiet today. It was so quiet. Literally as soon as I sat down to start these readings, they want to start bumping music. The dogs want to start going crazy. I don't know what they're doing downstairs, but somebody's moving something around on the floor beneath me. And I'm just like, what? I already waited like a whole week to put these videos up. I'm not waiting any longer. Like, come on now. I'm sorry, guys. Decisions that need to be made. Knight of Wands. Okay, so look, before I start interpreting, you got the Knight of Wands. This flew out. So being a little impulsive, Aquarius, and that is y'all's true nature. I know y'all don't like to hear that, but Aquarians are impulsive. All air signs and all fire signs on the shadow side, you can be impulsive. I get a little bit of being impulsive this month, which could put you in a trick bag, as my mama says. So we'll get into that in a second. You also got the Two of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and you've also got the King of Cups. So Aquarius, I get this energy of a lot of opportunities coming in for you. I get that. What I also get, though, is that it's because you have the Stormy card. I also get that some of these opportunities might be opportunities in which you don't get, it's not like a W-2 type of thing in which you know you're getting paid for this work in the next 2 weeks. I get some of you might be doing like contractors work, or might be doing some work on like some sets or some for somebody else somewhere, and their pay schedule is just not what you're used to. Let's put it like that, because it could be regular for them. But I get that the frequency of pay during this month, or the pay that you typically expect, is not necessarily going to be coming in regularly. I also get that because you guys are Aries, and this is true to Aquarius energy, you guys get excited by something, and you might be working on one thing, and then you want to go and dip your fingers into this over here too, while you're still dipped in this, and then you get excited about something else over there, and so now you got a toe dipped over there, and a hand here, and a hand here, and then you see something else, and you're like, oh, let me go dip my other toe over there. So I get that you're dipped into too many things this month, Aquarius, and when we lend our energy, sometimes when we lend our energy into too many places, the things that we're lending it to are not actually getting efficient energy from us. So it's like we're doing all of this work and spending all of this energy, but there's not really a return, because the energy that's needed for those things is not being put in, because it's being spread so thin. So Aquarius, I get a lot of too much going on this month for you. I also get a lot of just blockages and setbacks as far as your actual, like, the process of payment is concerned. You do have the Two of Swords here and the King of Cups. So this does tell me, Aquarius, during this month, you are going, ooh, I got two messages here for you. First, I'm going to hit the first one. For the first message, you are going to have to figure out which of these things needs most of your attention. And this doesn't mean you have to pick one thing. You got 10 wands here. You could maybe do okay with 2 or 3, but all 10 for the month of April, Aquarius, is not going to do you any good. You need to make a decision on where you need to prioritize, okay? For some of you, I also get that because it's coming up in the work sector. You got the King of Cups. This message goes in 2 ways. For those of you, once you make your decisions, you will find yourself in a space to where you can kind of quiet the storm going on around you, be the eye of the storm, so to speak. For some of you, this Aquarius card comes up in a position of actually somebody that you work with or somebody around you that is, the best way that I can put it is that they are messing with your money. And I don't mean that they're doing, and they might be doing it intentionally. Now, I don't mean that they're going in and stealing coins from you, but I get that they might be somebody in the workplace, say y'all work in the same department and y'all are on the same level, so to speak. And it's known that people come to you, say, for like the marketing stuff, and they go to so-and-so for the math. So-and-so wants to get into math, or so-and-so wants to get into marketing because so-and-so wants to make more money on extra projects. So they hear tell that there's another marketing campaign coming up, and they know they're about to go to you for the marketing. They are now in their boss's ear like, well, you know, so-and-so, speaking to you, so-and-so has a lot on their plate. Well, let me take this on. I could take this on right now, knowing good and damn well they don't know nothing about marketing, and knowing that you are the best person for the job, but they are manipulating things in the workplace. That's just an example. But be mindful of the people that you have around you. This card could also just point to you having somebody in your life who is kind of creating a blockage for you. For some of you, I am getting a romantic partner with a water sign. For some of you, you might be romantically involved with a Scorpio, a Cancer, or a Pisces, and I'm so mad that I have to say this about my fellow water people, because y'all know I'm a water sign. I am getting a very like clingy, oh, I want to do everything with you. I want to be up. I want to be in your skin type of energy from this person. To the point to where, especially Aquarius, if you do a lot where you got to like be out and about and people are used to seeing you do things by yourself, or used to having you work quickly and efficiently by yourself, I get that this person is like sliding their physical energy in and kind of blocking you from the things that you need to get to. So if that spoke to you and this is your romantic partner, you are going to have to tell them, look, I got to separate work and home, because home is messing up my work and work is not messing up home. And you don't tell a water sign you're just being clingy, because that's going to unleash the gates of hell on you. But in the nicest way possible, tell the water sign, I need space when it comes to work. I need to be able to breathe when it comes to work. I'm up under you when I go home, or when I'm not working. I can't have you under me 24/7 trying to touch and kiss on me and all the things, and I'm over here trying to put a plan or put some sort of machine together. So if that is you, you got to tell your partner, hey, you got to give me space when it comes to work. I'm not talking about space in the home, but I need space when it comes to work because you're messing up my work. And a partner that truly supports you will understand that. They will understand that and they will move accordingly, okay? All right, well, since we're talking about partners, let's get into, actually, I want to pull one more card because I didn't really get, that was for career, anything for money, physical money, money in the bank. Shawty, what you right for Aquarius? Okay. Okay, you guys do have opportunities coming in that will make you some money. And I think that's all I'm getting for it. But I still get that feeling of you might not be seeing the money this month. Probably, you know what? The best way I'm going to explain it to you guys, for those of you that don't know, aside from SunshinehazeCo, I freelance. I'm a writer. So this energy seems very familiar to me. I'm like, oh, y'all are about to get paid like freelancers and you're about to be wondering when the money is going to hit your account. It's going to hit your account, but from one self-employed person to the next, start working on a cushion. So after you get these payments, put a little bit aside, because if this is work that you're going to continue to keep doing, especially if you're just getting into it, you are going to keep running into those payment problems. Like your payments are probably going to be delayed. People like to play with self-employed people. It is what it is. But I do get that you're doing things that will make you money, but I don't know that you're going to see the money for those things this month. I get that more so towards May and like June. Okay, let's get into love for Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Aquarius Rising for April 2022. I'm going to pull a few cards speaking to the general love energy for you guys, and this will be for singles and for couples. And then after I pull those cards, I will pull a card speaking to the person on your mind, the person that you're thinking of or dealing with or just recently stopped dealing, whatever the case, whoever you're thinking of, I'll pull a card for them related to their signs. All right. Love for Aquarius Sun, Moon, and Rising, April 2022. Transformation. My stomach is growling. I hope y'all did not hear that. I'm like, I got one more video. I can tough it out. I can do it. What is transforming in love for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the month of April? My body all over you. I don't know why that got into my... I don't know what y'all are doing this month, Aquarius. Y'all in the sheets. Temperance, King of Wands, and the Hermit. Got transformation coming up in love. And you got some cards here that point to pouring into yourself. You've got the King of Wands, you've got Temperance, and you've also got the Hermit here. And so speaking to those of you who are in relationships and who are also single, this applies to everybody. This points to just being in a space in which you feel like, and for some of you Aquarians, I am picking up on the energy of feeling like you have taken away from yourself to love the other person or to give this other person the energy that you want to give them. When it comes to love and relationships, you guys need to remember that they're supposed to be reciprocal. Okay, so you can't just love on somebody and they're just soaking it all in and they're not giving anything back. That doesn't make any sense. You are not in that's not a relationship. That is somebody taking advantage of you. Okay. And that's not to say that the person you're dealing with is taking advantage of you, but you have the transformation card here. So what this does tell me, Aquarius, is that during this month, you're going to be going through some steps or some thoughts or having some triggers or whatever the case may be that put you into this space that make you realize or make you think about, what do I want in love? How do I want to be loved? How do I want to love other people? Am I putting that out? Is that what I'm giving people? Am I receiving what it is that I want in love? And so with that being said, this points to being a little quiet And now if you're in a relationship, you might just be a little distant from your partner for the month of April while you figure out all of these things. And you guys are communicative. You are air signs. So if you are in a relationship that is typically has a good foundation and this is just the energy you're dealing with right now, tell your partner that. Just tell them, hey, I've been feeling a little off. It's not necessarily the relationship, but I feel like I need to do some self-love stuff. So I'm going to be, you know, I might be a little distant for a few weeks. A partner that supports you, once again, will understand that, okay? Anything else that I get there for anything else? Really all I get, Aquarius, is that you need to give yourself some love this month. You need to pour into yourself this month. Think about what gets you excited, what turns you on, what makes you happy, what makes your heart beat, okay? And in order to, because you have the Hermit card, in order to do that, you might need to detach your cords from other people for a moment. Okay, anything else for love and relationships, generally speaking, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising? You got the Five of Wands reversed. And I don't typically pull reversal cards. And you got the Four of Swords. And then, yeah, okay. Aquarius, this card tells me that you kind of just been on some anything goes, I'll try anything once type of energy. And that's not necessarily bad, because as life goes, you got to go through experiences to figure out what you need and figure out what you want. But this points to you've picked up a lot of energetic debris from spaces and interactions and intimate connections with people. And during April, especially because you have all these healing cards with you, you got the Four of Swords here, which talks or speaks to going within your mental and contemplating things. And then you have the Page of Cups. So this says you are going through this process within your brain for the month of April, Aquarius, in which you figure out, okay, these are habits that I've had in love, and these are habits that I don't want. These are the habits that I want to keep. Okay, this is how I've been treated in my previous relationships. I like that, didn't like that. This is what I'm looking for going forward. So you are kind of going through your little, it's almost like your requirements list. And I know people make fun of that a lot. And they're like, oh, you can't have all of these requirements, blah, 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 blah. Yes, it's a little crazy to have a list like Chili did, you know, a little crazy. But at the same time, when it comes to love, we all need to have clear boundaries for ourselves. We need to know what we want. We need to know what we need. We need to know what our partner wants and what our partner needs, and if we're capable of providing that for them. And when you start to figure these things out about yourself and about your heart, you therefore start to resonate in that energy, and the energy that you rock with is what you put out, and therefore that's what you call back to you. So by going through this process of figuring out the little self-love steps that you need to take, how to pour into yourself during this month, how to transform, your energy will be shifting, and therefore you will be either calling those new partners in that are in alignment with you, or you'll be shifting the energy in your relationship with your partner to where your relationship is more in alignment with both of your desires and wants and needs, okay? Okay. All right, Aquarius, let's get into the person on your mind. Bear with me because doing all these cards at the end always throws me off, so I might stumble over some zodiac names, but just know that I'm speaking to the zodiac that I said first in that portion of the spread, all right? All right, Aquarius, if you are dealing with an Aries, what's April looking like for you? Not so good. This is a card of betrayal. This is the cheater's card. This is the my feelings are hurt card, Aquarius, if you were dealing with an Aries. And this is an interesting one because Aquarius and Aries both have that capability to be the one throwing the swords. I'm not sure who's doing the what, but a little turmoil in the relationship or in the or hearts being broken. For some of you, if you're not in a relationship and you were dealing with an Aries during this month, you're probably going to come to the point to where you realize, oh, I get that they might pick somebody else over you. Sorry. Yeah. If you're dealing with an Aries, there's a little something going on there that doesn't need to be going on there. And at the end of the day, it looks like the Aries might burn you. Not literally, but since I said that, wrap it up if you were dealing with an Aries. Aquarius, Taurus. New spark here in this particular relationship. If you just met a Taurus, this this might pick up fairly quickly, might be a lot of passion in this connection. There's also, if you're in a relationship with a Taurus, this is just a point where you're going to feel a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of the spark or passion reignited in between you and your partner, okay? Aries, Gemini. You got the Eight of Wands. Two things there. Somebody might be, I get that somebody might, this might become a distant. You might be dealing with somebody distant. Physically. I get physically distant for that person. For those of you who are single, you might meet somebody that lives elsewhere that is a Gemini. Anything else for Gemini? Justice and the Page of Pentacles. This is something that does have the potential to be very solid and can grow into something abundant, I will say, if it's budding. But I get that at the beginning, there's a little bit of distance. If you're in a relationship with a Gemini, I get that there might be a little bit of a disconnect here right now. But not that the energy is dull. I get that there's like a misalignment between you and your partner. But I think that has to just do with timing. Things are going to straighten themselves out and you'll be okay. Put that there. Aquarius, Cancer. Six of Cups. Ooh, anything else? And the Fool. Ooh, okay. And then the Nine of Swords. Aquarius, if you are dealing with a Cancer, this is what I get. For some of you, you might be circling back around to a Cancer that you already dealt with, or somebody with that energy in their charts. I also get that if this is not somebody that you already dealt with, it's somebody that gives you this feeling that either it's very close to that love feeling that you experienced at one point in life and you haven't been able to put your finger back on, or they just make you feel loved, like you are ready to just go and try whatever with them. You do have the Nine of Swords coming up with the Cancer, okay? So I do get that while you might be ready to take the leap with said Cancer, this is going to be a difficult pairing. There's always, somebody's always going to be in their heads or always going to be in their hearts because we're dealing with air and water, okay? Aquarius and your opposite, Leo. Might be time to pack that up. Got the Five of Cups here. Why? Knight of Pentacles. The Two of Cups. Might be time to pack that up because your Leo's heart might be elsewhere. And I just want to throw this out here, you guys. I believe we have several or at least a few soulmates in this lifetime. And unfortunately, sometimes they do pop up while we are still with other soulmates. I'm getting that energy here for Aquarius, Leo. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I get that you might be dealing with a Leo who has somebody who pops up who just has a karmic connection with them. And with them karmic connections, like you can try not to, they always play themselves out. So I get that if you're dealing with a Leo, Aquarius, the Leo's heart is elsewhere, or is about to end up elsewhere right now. You got the Five of Cups, okay? Aquarius, Virgo. That's the Death card. I think that may have run its course. Is there anything else? Whew. And then you got the Six of Swords. That has run its course. If you're dealing with a Virgo, Aquarius, and what's crazy is I don't get like bad, negative, like harsh breakup energy here for you guys. What I do get though is that just the spark is gone. Like it is, you know, and we've all been in situations where we don't know that it's run its course. And then when we start to realize that it's ending, we get so sad. And then we've all been in situations in which we realize, okay, the time here is done. This has run its course. And it's kind of just like, okay, well, I did what I came to do and it's time to move on. And that's really the energy that I get here. I don't get bad energy in between you and Virgo, Aquarius, but I do get that the love is not really there anymore. It's not really rocking. And now if you're in like a marriage or something like that, I definitely will say that this is going to be a very unemotive month. I don't think that the love is sparking there for you guys. And just to keep it very real, you do have cards that point to maybe needing to look at wrapping this up, okay? Aquarius, Libra. I don't think love is where it's at for you as far as dealing with other people for this month. Especially thinking about your spread. We got all those Dolo cards. I made it 29 minutes into the video without a weirdo spam person. 29 minutes, that's a record. Aquarius, Libra, you got the cut it out card. One of the cut it out cards. You got the Five of Swords, and this is just, I get that there's a lot of paranoia in your relationship. Well, somebody's always thinking somebody's doing something else. Oh, that's weird. So if I report you, you can still comment. So guess what? Bam. And what else? Time out. Bye. Daniel Maxwell, weirdo spam Jesus accounts. With this Five of Swords, a little bit of paranoia. Somebody's always thinking the other person is doing something, or something is to finish these readings. And of course, everybody wants to be calling me and bothering me while I'm doing my readings. Libra, Aquarius, I think that maybe you should put this on pause, or maybe just cut it out altogether, okay? Aquarius, Scorpio. Queen of Pentacles, not bad. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, this is actually a pretty decent, this is not a bad pairing. Not a bad pairing at all. I don't know how you got back over here. Not a bad pairing at all. If you were dealing with a Scorpio, this could have a very solid foundation. This points to having just abundance and happiness and passion and love just swirling around in the relationship. So if you are dealing with a Scorpio right now, Aquarius, this is a good pairing for you. This might be one of the ones that swam through in the middle that said, no, this energy does not apply to me as far as the general portion of the love spread goes. Aquarius, Sag. Ooh, you got the Lovers. Very passionate here. Very, very passionate energy here as far as between the two of you guys. This also points to this could be your person. Your person. You have the Seven of Cups with them, though. And you also have the Page of Wands. So if you are dealing with a Sagittarius, I don't know why I said that like that. If you are dealing with a Sag, who am I talking to, Aquarius? Bear with me, Aquarius, because here come all these weird spam reports. If you are dealing with a Sagittarius, Aquarius, I get very passionate energy in between you guys. But also at the same time, I get that there's a little bit of dishonesty in this relationship. So as far as your Sagittarius is concerned, and yep, you got the Page of Wands supporting that, you need to have some conversations specifically about emotions and about feelings as far as your Sag is concerned to clear the air, because this does have the potential to work out fairly well for you, okay? All right, Aquarius, Capricorn. Queen of Swords. Typically when I pull the Queen of Swords in the love spreads, it's like, nope. Anything else? And then you got the higher. Then you got a 5 card. If you are dealing with a Capricorn right now, Aquarius, I would definitely just say to focus on yourself, because that's the energy that I get for Capricorn. I get the Capricorn is focused on themselves. I get that Capricorn is kind of tunnel vision right now, focused on something else and not necessarily all into the love portion of this spread like you would like them to be. Yeah, Capricorn is like, this is fun and all, but actually I got some other things to do right now and they don't really involve you. Sorry about that. Now, if you're in a relationship, your Capricorn just might be a little distant for a while, and it doesn't necessarily mean that something is going on, but if you are dealing with a Capricorn or you've dealt with Capricorns, you know that when they get into that business entrepreneurial mind, hey, Aquarius, when those Capricorns get into that entrepreneurial, that business mind, it's kind of, they don't see anything other than that. So I get the sense that if you're dealing with a Capricorn, they're focused on some sort of work that they're doing, which is going to take away from the love. Just going to keep it very real. Aquarius dealing with Aquarius. You got the Queen of Cups for Aquarius. Ooh, but then you got the Four of Cups. So here's the thing. Aquarius and Aquarius, very passionate. Seems like you're just for each other. And let me just tell you, this is typically how it goes when a sign dates the same sign. You just feel like you are just like individuals, like you're just meant to be. And there are rare cases which you can successfully be with your sign, but those are very rare pairings that ever work out. That rarely tend to work out. I'm sorry. You got the Four of Cups here, Aquarius, which points to me. It does not point to me. I am the Queen of Cups, though. I'm a water sign. With the Four of Cups coming up with this energy, there is this message of, you know, getting to a point between the two of you in which you get bored with each other. Like, literally, you get bored with each other. It's like you provide everything that the other person needs because you have everything that the other person needs because you're almost literally the same person. But you kind of get bored because you're pretty much dealing with yourself. So Aquarius, I get that you might have all of the points that we want in a person wrapped up in your other Aquarius. But down the road, you're going to be like, but this is not enough. It is what it is. All right, Aquarius and Pisces. Pisces been coming through with the moon in like almost everybody's spread. Pisces has been coming through with their energy, like, quit asking about me. Aquarius and Pisces. There's potential there for growth, but I'm not picking. Why is Pisces the moon right now? Oh, you got 2 7 cards. There's potential there for growth, but I get the energy that Pisces may not necessarily be worried about growing with anybody right now. They might, and this is even a crazier message because this is more so for Pisces. If you're a Pisces and you're cross-watching, hey, guess what? Cross-watching. Guess what? If you were a cross-watching Pisces on this Aquarius video, there are some cards here that say that you need to focus on yourself and remove your energy from whatever it is that you've got going on. Yep. I guess that was a message for Aquarius and Pisces because here comes Aquarius at the end. So, and I think I said this earlier. I said, Aquarius, I think this is not a month for you in which you need to be focusing on partnerships with other people. I think this is a month in which you need to really focus on yourself. And straight up, finishing out your spread with Pisces, they said, actually, worry about you right now. Don't worry about what everybody else has going on or what. Ace of Pentacles, Solodolo card. You got to come into some new energy specifically for yourself before you can even think about getting in the right types of spaces and places for love, okay? And that's all I'm going to put out there for your spread. I hope those messages found you guys well. If they did, in about 5 minutes, the description will be up. Go on and hit that first link in there and show me some love. That is my tip donation link. If anything in here had you like, ooh, I need some more insight, book a reading with me. Those links will be down in my description box as well. Somebody just said she's 21, which, I mean, that means she's grown, but I hope that you were also within that age range too. Thank you for watching, love. I will catch y'all next time. Peace.